Welcome to my channel. In this episode, we're gonna solve this number sequence problem. And it says, given a sequence 8, 5, 2, -1, and so on, at what term will the number become -25? So first, let me write it here, this number sequence, 8, 5, 2, -1, and so on. By the way, its number on this number sequence is called term, right? So this is the first term, second term, third term, fourth term, and so on. In order for us to identify the exact values on the following terms, we must formulate what we call rule of number sequence. So its number sequence has its own rule, right? So in this case, in this number sequence, so the first term is 8, followed by 5, then followed by 2, then followed by -1. We can observe or we can notice that its following term is decreased by 3, right? So the first term is 8, then followed by 5, it's decreased by 3. Then followed by 2, also decreased by 3, right? And followed by -1, also decreased by 3. So we have a hint that the following terms, or its following term, also decreased by 3. So therefore, our rule also has a -3, right? So next, try to look at this first term, which is number 8. So try to think any number or exact number that if we subtract it by 3, the answer will be 8. So obviously it is number 11, because 11 minus 3 is 8. So therefore, the rule 11 minus 3 satisfies the first term, right? But this rule cannot satisfy the second term, because 11 minus 3 is 8 and not 5. So therefore, we must reformulate our rule. So let me multiply this -3 by n, by variable n, right? And this variable n is the nth term, right? So remember that its number here is called term. So this is the first, the second, the third, the fourth, and so on. And let it be represented by variable n, alright? So this is our rule, 11 minus 3, n. So the first term, let's check this rule if it satisfies the first term. So 11 minus 3, so the first term is 1, right? 11 minus 3 times 1, it's 11 minus 3. And 11 minus 3 is 8. So this rule satisfies the first term, alright? So let's check for the second term. So same rule, 11 minus 3n. So 11 minus 3. So this time, our n will be number 2, because this is the second term. So 11 minus 3 times 2, it's 11 minus 6. And 11 minus 6 is 5. So 5, so same with the second term. So therefore, our rule satisfies the second term. Alright? Good. Let's check for the third term. Same rule. So 11 minus 3n. 11 minus 3. And the third term is 3. So this is the third term. So 11 minus 3 times 3, it's 11 minus 9, right? And 11 minus 9 is 2. So this rule satisfies the third term. Therefore, this rule, 11 minus 3n, satisfies this certain sequence or number sequence, right? So for the question, at what term will the number become -25? So therefore, our rule here, 11 minus 3n, is equals to -25, right? So this is the nth term, right? So n is nth term. So we must find the value of n in order for us to answer this question. At what term will a number become negative 25? Right? So we will transpose this constant here, number 11, to this side. So this will become negative 3n equals to negative 25 minus 11. Right? Then minus 3n equals minus 25 minus 11, it's negative 36. Alright, so for the value of n, just divide both sides by 3. So this is cancelled out. So n is equals to negative 36 divided by negative 3, which is 12. So our answer is 12 term. So this is our answer. Thanks for watching.